Hey, YouTube family, Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. We start off with a hug. I tell you, when you hear the different things that are going on in the news, like today, subway shooting up in New York, it's terrible. Sometimes you just need a hug because there's such craziness out here. We're going to start off, going through the comments. Apparently, Jules, Beyonce's nephew, Solange's son, he says the tale of him getting a girl pregnant is fabricated. And he's telling a girl, tell him we were lying. There's a little problem here. And this is where either Matthew has to come in or Jay-Z has got to come in and have a talk with this young man. There's something funny about it. He better realize with them light eyes, somebody will want to get pregnant. And why? Clout, money. They're looking to go to the bank, as I said. We going to the bank. We going to the bank. Somebody needs to sit down and talk to him so he can really understand who he is, who you're related to, who you are, and how you don't want to get anyone pregnant before their time. And when you do become a dad, make sure that woman loves you and not what you got. Jay-Z, Jigga, pull him aside. Matthew, sit him down. Matthew, you done had these mistakes. Sit your grandson down and tell him that none of this is funny. Kirk Franklin, his son needs him now more than ever. We got to send our prayers to Kirk Franklin. He's always had a troubled relationship with his son, Carry On, but now he's sitting in jail for murder. He got stopped by the police. He was driving in the woman who was murdered's car. So what happened? Obviously he needs his dad to get him a lawyer so he can get to the bottom of this. But please keep them in prayer because he is in a whole lot of trouble. Where is Whoopi Goldberg? Where's the Whoopi? She's on filming Sister Act 3, and that's why she's not on The View. They had to get this movie in and do the filming, so she will be back in a few weeks. Tomorrow, it seems like everybody's coming to Netflix, and tomorrow, former President Barack Obama, he is doing a docu-series on our great national parks, not only in the States, but around the world as well. That starts streaming tomorrow on Netflix. It's a 5-part series. Oprah Winfrey, Viola Davis, their Netflix special, I'm really surprised this wasn't on own, is coming April 22nd. Viola Davis, in her book, Finding Me, she had a very rough childhood and a very traumatic childhood. And she sits down with Oprah. The special is about maybe almost an hour, but they sit down. This is a big week for Viola Davis. She is one of the stars of the Showtime series, The First Lady. They do Michelle Obama, they do Eleanor Roosevelt, and Betty Ford. Michelle Pfeiffer is playing Betty Ford. Gillian Anderson is playing Eleanor Roosevelt. Viola Davis is playing Michelle Obama. It debuts this Sunday on Netflix. Sunday is also Easter Sunday, Resurrection Day. It's a versus with Mary Mary and BB and CeCe Winan. Lizzo continues to be showing her bare butt. Y'all know it drives me nuts, but she's got a big week. The shapewear line debuted Yitty. She's promising us new music, which I hope is coming this week. She's hosting Saturday Night Live. She's also the performer on Saturday Night Live. Lizzo is already in New York. That is going to be a great show. I am loving every second of Rihanna's pregnancy. Does she look amazing? She is on the cover of Vogue magazine, and oh, baby, she looks good. Any day now, she and rapper A$AP Rocky are having their first child. What does she crave during this pregnancy? She said fruit with salt, and she said she was never going to wear maternity clothes. She is giving that whole pregnancy maternity look, a whole new look. She is not wearing maternity clothes. Another magazine cover. It's Tiana Taylor, the actress, the singer, and Iman Shumpert, basketball star. He won Dancing with the Stars. They have two beautiful children, Junie and Rue. Their family is featured on the issue of Ebony magazine, and it looks great. Tomorrow at the movies, it's Mark Wahlberg. Had a chance to meet him for a second time because I met him years ago. It was so funny because I did not think he would remember me, and he said, "Can't forget your smile." So I had a chance to talk to him about his new movie, Father Stew. Father Stew is a faith-based movie, and it's a true story about a guy who was rough around the edges, a troublemaker, stayed in trouble. He turned his life around and became a priest. Mark Wahlberg financed this movie himself. He put on 30 pounds for this movie. Father Stew opens in theaters tomorrow. Robin Roberts, her new book is out. Brighter by the Day, Waking Up to New Hopes and Dreams. She is celebrating her 20th anniversary at Good Morning America. And for many of us, we've watched her from a reporter on ESPN, her health challenges, breast cancer, bone marrow, her family losing everything, and Hurricane Katrina, because she's from New Orleans, that area. This book is very inspiring. I love to read books like this because dealing with life, it can be hard to just deal with what happens in life and to kind of keep a hopeful outlook because so many things can come and hit you. This book is a must, and it came out today. One of my favorite shows is Abbott Elementary. Philadelphia native Quinta Brunson. Her career is amazing. To go from a meme to BuzzFeed. She's done so much, and now she's seeing her stardom. Abbott Elementary is a show that she created, and I'm going to tell you what's amazing about this. For a major network to give this young Black woman a show, and it is a great show. Tuesday nights at 9 on ABC. Tonight is the season finale. It may seem short because it was a mid-season replacement, started in January. So that's why it seems so short, but it's been renewed for a second season, so we're going to get more. She's put together a great cast. Lisa Ann Walters, Janelle James, Shirley Ralph, Tyler James Williams, the cast, Chris Perfetti. It's a wonderful cast. It is a great show. I love it, and I'm so happy for this woman and what is happening now. I don't know about you, but I love to take a minute to see a good comedy to take my mind off of just work and kids and this and that and bills, just to sit down and just laugh and just take a little brief break. I think I went through everything. Today is National Grilled Cheese Day. It's a real day. And just by coincidence, last night, my son is like, "I want you to teach me how to make grilled cheese." He says, "It's really good, Mom." And so I said, so when you find out what I put in it, you might not think it's so good. I ran into a chef a few years ago, and this is what he did. His trick of making it that wonderful golden brown and just tasting like, not Miracle Whip, but mayonnaise. If you're down south, I guess it's Duke, or up here up north where I am, it's Hellman's. You put some mayonnaise, not a lot. Put some mayonnaise on your sliced bread as you build, your sandwich. So whether you cook it in butter or margarine or olive oil, I'm a fat girl, I love butter, and you cook it like that. And the mayonnaise, it goes into the bread. It gives it a beautiful brown, and it gives it a great taste. No, it doesn't taste mayonnaise-y. People are like, mayonnaise? I don't like mayonnaise. My son found out how I did. He was like, "That's why it's so good?" I was like, "Yes, that's why." So I was like teaching him like how I did it. And he was like being real stingy with it. I said, "You don't got to use a lot, but just a little to give it a nice brown." Little cooking tip. I am planning a cooking book in the future of my life, and that's going to be one of the recipes. It's Not Cute Not Knowing. Thanks so much for joining me today. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up. Love to hear from you. Oh, your comments about movies. A lot of people were like, I don't go to the movies. Some people said it's a waste of time. Some people said it was too expensive. Some people were like me. They only go on special occasions. Even more people were like me when I talked about you can't take greedy people to the movies. You can't, because you will spend a fortune. Years ago, and this is when, was it in the beginning when I first, I wanted to go see Purple Rain. And my brother had to take me because my parents was like, yeah. So my brother had to take me. I had to pay. I wasn't even making no money. I had to pay, put gas in the car. I had to pay for the movies. And he bought about $100 worth of concessions. So I'm like, but I ain't got no money. You can't take greedy people. You can't take greedy people to the movies because they will clean you out. But your comments about movie going was very interesting, and I saw them all. Have a great afternoon. Thanks so much for joining me. It's not cute, not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture, curls and scoops.